Lecture 3, Chapter 1. After the Solanki dynasty, the Waghela dynasty ruled over Gujarat. Here, the last emperor of the Waghela dynasty, Karandev Waghela, was defeated by Alauddin Khilji, and it brought to the end of Rajput rule over Anhilwat Patan. Later on, for a period of time, Anhilwat Patan remained the capital of Gujarat just for a namesake. During the Sultanate era, Ahmad Shah established Ahmedabad in 1411 Common Era. Thereafter, Patan ceased being the capital of Gujarat and became the headquarters of Subagiri district. The sultans ruled over Gujarat through the 15th century until the end of the 16th century. During this era, notable sultans like Ahmad Shah, Mahmud Begda, and Muzaffar Shah ruled over Gujarat. At the beginning of 17th century, the Mughal dynasty established itself over Gujarat, and thereafter many other kingdoms came into existence in Gujarat. And then after, in 17th century, there are Mughals rules come in Gujarat. Administration. During the Solanki era, the king was the most powerful of all. The various departments of the kingdom were handled by different ministers. The most important minister was known as Mahamadhya, who looked after the finance department, Srikaran. The most important department of the administration was known as Mandal. The capital of this kingdom was located on the bank of the river Saraswati, and hence it was known as Saraswati Mandal. The subsection of the mandal was known as Pathak. There were several such Pathaks which included many villages within their folds. Mandals such as Kutch Mandal, Sauras Mandal, Khetak Mandal, Miskheda, Lat Mandal, Medpat Mandal were present during this time. Here you see Rani Ki Vav. And then architecture and culture. Many people followed Saivism in Gujarat during the Solanki era. At this time, Somnath was the prime center of Saivism, while Dwarka was the famous pilgrim center for the Vaishnavas. The influence of Buddhism reduced during the medieval age, while Jainism gathered momentum. As a result, many magnificent Jain temples were built. Here you see Kirti Toran of Vadnagar. This is the Toran, means the main gate. Then, as a result, magnificent Jain temples were built. This period also saw the progress of architecture, sculptures, and painting. The architecture of this time exhibited the Rajasthani style of temple carving. The Sun Temple of Modera, the Vimla Vasahi Temple of Abu were constructed in 11th century, while Rudra Mahalaya Temple, the reconstructed Somnath Temple were built in 12th century. The 13th century saw the construction of the Dilwara temples of Mount Abu, which attained a prominent place in the architectural splendor of India. Along with the temple architecture of Gujarat, other architectural works such as lakes, forts, gateways, arches of temples were also included among all the Kirti Toran. The Kirti Toran of Vadnagar is very famous. Manuscripts were usually written of palm leaves, means tadpatra. Margins were drawn along the four sides of these 2-3 feet long and 2-3 inch wide leaves, and within that limited space, writings of drawings were executed. Beside this, a lot of literary works of Jainism was accomplished during the Solanki era, like the Dvayashray Granth. And then Ahmedabad became the center of administration during the Sultanate regime. Many books were written in Persian. Also, many works in Gujarati have been written during this period. Many famous mosques were built during the Sultanate as well as Mughal era. The famed Siddhi Sayyid Grill of Ahmedabad and the Sarkhej Roza Mosque were constructed during that time. And then, thus, during medieval age and 560 years, Gujarat was ruled over the Rajput dynasty and later the Sultanate era of Mughal era. This is evident from the architectural splendor and literary works of that period. So now, exercise I will given in Google Classroom. So this is the chapter of medieval Gujarat. Thank you.